Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. We survived another week, and man, today has been a challenge. I'll share it all with you here in a second, but I want to say, hey, welcome for stopping in. Love to have you here down home, Crypto. And as you know, coming to my house, we got a couple simple rules. First thing, it's Friday night, man. Kick your shoes off. Let's stay a while. Have some fun. Bar is open 24/7. Pour yourself a drink. It's been a day. Maybe get two, just to be safe. That way you're prepared. And as always, snacks, vapes, smokes, whatever you like, kick back, enjoy, and let's have some fun. So let's find out who's joined us so far today. And of course, there's technical difficulties, but we'll ignore that one. Okay, there we go. So right off the bat, Qrow, almost party time. Buddy, it is party time, and hopefully you'll be joining us today. I know you got a link, so definitely hop up here, brother. Oh, Wild Angel in the house. Hello, love. The beautiful one has arrived. Cyril Keir says 14. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's the member of the universe? We'll have to figure that one out. Start to play already. And Cyril, I hit go live already. Yay me. I was left unsupervised. Just AoE things. Okay, he's just throwing anything in there. So the chat out would be 42. Okay, so 42. See, I knew there was another name there. I can't get out of the comments, guys. So let me know who's in the audience today, where are you watching from, and how was your week? You know, what was the most eventful thing that occurred? Now, start of the week started off great. We had airdrops. We talked about that in last night's Rags to Riches. Even talked about how to invest those properly, take that free money and make it into more money. So I hope you guys check that out. And if not, definitely go back and watch last night's Rag to Riches. We had some great information in there and some really exciting things coming up. So keep an eye on it. And Cyril says, in the game of Empires, if you type 14 and hit enter, it plays a soundbite that says, start the game already. Okay, that makes more sense. I was wondering where the hell 14 came from. So let's find out who we have backstage. Well, it wouldn't be a party, of course, if we didn't have Mr. Cyril Keir. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, my man.
Awesome.
So you hit 14, and that's the soundbite. How start the game already?
Yeah. So just with Age of Empires, there's number prompts. If you open up the chat, you type in a number, it can send an audio command. There's also audio taunts. And the number 14, like if you're sitting in a multiplayer lobby waiting for the guy to start the game, everyone just sits there spamming the number 14, and it just keeps shouting, start the game already. So
nice. Okay, I was wondering what that was. I'm like, what is 14? I knew the 42. I couldn't think of the number, but I remember that. But yeah, it's like, okay, what's going on there? So, of course, we've got a whole party going tonight, and it wouldn't be nearly as chaotic and ruckus without the Bird God. How you doing, Bird God?
I am doing great. It's good to hear everyone's doing pretty good also.
Doing good, my man. I love the sign. So I got to zoom in on that. Let's see if we can get a big picture of that. So, you can kind of see it. So for Christmas, we got Qrow this light up plaque up you see up on his wall, and it says the Bird God, and changes colors, lights move. It's pretty cool. We're gonna play with that later.
Oh, I love it. It is an amazing piece, and when I turn the brightness up and the lights are off in here, it just is a huge beacon of light on my back. It's awesome.
Oh, it's radiating light. I love
Condor calls for aid. The beacons are lit.
So we are a little unbalanced up here. I know there has to be some beautiful people in the background there, so let's bring them on up. So, of course, the lovely Wild Angel. How you doing, love?
Hi, everybody.
How was your week been, there?
A little crazy, but I'm glad it's over.
Yes, it is party time. And I know you got something to show us a little bit later, and I'm excited to share it with the world. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We got surprises. Austin, my man, what's up? Hey, I hope to see you up here, my man. I know you got an invite. I'm trying to play Hollywood Squares today.
Yeah, come on up. Come on up.
We'll get you up here. But, we're still unbalanced. Yeah, there's still too much masculinity. We got to bring up another beautiful woman, of course, Miss Roselyn Keir. How you doing, Rose?
Hi, sweetie.
Hello, hello.
How has your week been, my dear?
Thank goodness it's Friday.
Right?
We made it. And, it's going to get kind of wild up here. But you know what? We've got a perfect balance if I do this correctly. So, as I promised, guys, we have a couple surprise guests, and the first one is another beautiful woman, Miss Smiley Girl. How you doing,
Hi.
Smiley?
Hi, Serenity. I'm great. Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
Hello.
Good. Thank you.
I love the AI-generated image. That is so much better than just the caption.
Thank you. I like it. It's fun. I put myself in like a Japanese apartment today.
Can you give it a Japanese accent on top of it? That would be really cool.
No, I only do like Southern. I don't know why.
I don't know. I only do potato. Potato. Anyway,
Easy for you to say.
it is easy for me to say. See, this is the way my day has been. But of course,
He speaks the language of potato.
Ooh.
it is potato day. Yes. Why so shiny? Because potatoes.
Idaho.
That's right. So speaking of Idaho, I hear that we might get a glimpse of some Idaho cuisine a little bit later. So stay tuned. Yes, I think we got something going. But of course, it wouldn't be a party without the man who knows all about the music, and we've got to get his opinion, Mr. BTK. How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
Not much.
Hi.
So how's the background music so far? What do you think of this?
I haven't really noticed it too much, so that's perfect.
Okay.
There, it's just there. That's what background music should. That's good.
Perfect. Well, if it gets too obnoxious, too loud, too quiet, let me know, guys, in the chat, and I can adjust that. But yes, we have a whole new music background soundtrack. So I want to know what you guys think about it. Trying to get a little more life to the party.
Heck yeah.
I only hear it if it's dead silent, so I guess that's good.
Again, either that or it means I talk too much. Could be a bit of both.
I
But
heard
it's-
a rumor that there's another person that you are hiding.
There is another surprise guest, and you guys are never going to believe who this one is. But before I bring them on, let's see who's hiding in the chats here. Hey, Alphacruze, good to have you, buddy. See, yeah, it's very gentle. Okay, so you like the background music. Good to hear it. You know what? You could have just saved that and shared it right here with us. Alpha, my man. How you doing, buddy?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you guys doing? Well, how are you doing?
Hi, Alpha.
Doing
What's up?
good.
Yeah, and the music is super nice. Like there's no lyrics, so it just creates this nice ambience, and it just works. So I'm loving it.
He's
Perfect.
pretty good
Okay.
at it.
Okay, I gotta ask, what is behind you there, Alphacruze? It looks like a Volkswagen bus in the jungle. What is that?
I feel like it is just that. Like I was going through all the backgrounds, and I was like, "Hey, look at that! That's definitely going to make a lot of sense." So we go with one.
I'm
love
just
it.
waiting for the T-Rex to crash through the...
The Velociraptors.
It
the
kind of
Antarctic.
reminded me. It kind of reminded me of this hypothetical my friend told me. It was like, what if you had a plane in the middle of a forest and you made that your house? I was like, that makes absolutely no sense. But you know what? I'm not going to crush your dreams today.
I think it's great. So, guys, sure. Now, Smiley, you've changed yours. Alpha, you've got yours. Is that a program out there that anybody can use? What is that?
Yes, it's Animaze. And I found it to use for anytime I need to make an appearance, so I have a little bit more interaction with people. And it's really easy. You can make it look like yourself, and this looks pretty close to what I really look like. And then you can change your clothes and everything. It's fun.
Nice. Okay, so I'm trying to look up Animaze right now, see if I can find it.
And
Animaze.
it's super easy. So like,
Nice.
it's super easy to use. I got it about an hour ago, and I have all of the setup in this hour now. Well, roughly 30 minutes spent to create my animation character, Animaze character.
That's cool.
Sorry. Excuse me, Chloe needs a cookie.
Again?
Another book.
Means I
Well,
fixed.
it's probably a good time for her to duck away because, guys, I got to share some bad news with you today.
What?
I screwed up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I screwed up bad. I got one of my wallets hacked today.
Oh
Oh no.
It was my own stupid, but it's something I want to make sure that everybody is aware of out there. So I'm sharing right now my history on my YouTube, okay? And you go through and you can see that, okay, I've watched some of these different airdrops like this guy, okay? And I've watched this guy, Crypto Cove, several different times. Like his information, I know his face, his voice, I've gone through it, and his links have been rock solid. Never had an ounce of problem. So somebody, I believe it was it Qrow? I think it was Qrow. Somebody was telling me earlier today about the mantle airdrop. So I go in and I hover over this video. It's like, okay, I know that guy. Let me go check out his video. So I jump in here and I start watching it. Okay, listening to it. And I've always had no problems with this link. So I click on his link here. And immediately it's connect your wallet. Not a big deal. Connect my wallet. Next thing I know, I get an alert that says, okay, you've transferred $70 worth of Matic out of your wallet. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What the hell just happened? Here's what I found out. I really want to point this out to you guys. So check the logo here. Even though it's this guy's video and this person, this content creator, that is not his channel. Somebody else actually hijacked his channel or his video, put it on another channel, changed the link to a scam, and is pushing that out.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yes. It was sketchy as hell. At first, I couldn't believe what was going on. I'm like, what in the world? I mean, it's the same guy on screen. I mean, I know that guy. I know his layout, his videos, everything else. So how could this happen? And then I realized it's a totally different channel. So even though I'm watching the same person, see the logo here at the bottom? Crypto Cove.
Yep.
Yep. Same guy, same layout. So this is a big warning to everybody out there. Even if you're watching a content creator you know and you trust, whether it's me or anybody else out there, double check you're watching that video on their official channel, because now people are taking entire videos, copying them onto a different channel and changing the links to scams. It's a whole new level of shit going down.
Wow. Crazy.
Wow.
Sorry that happened to you.
That's okay. It's my own stupidity. I didn't do my due diligence, and so I have to take full accountability for that. It sucks, but at the same time, it's something that it gave me an opportunity to warn everybody out there that this is a new evolution of scam I see going down. So I want to keep you guys safe.
Definitely. I mean, dude, we were just talking about that last night, that now that the airdrop season is coming back and protocols are using that, that the scams were going to start coming back for airdrops.
Yep, they are. It's going to get crazy. And thank you guys. I appreciate all your compassion. I have to take full accountability, though. Straight up, it's like, hey, my bad. I didn't pay attention. So I'm blaming it all on Qrow, because he's like, hey, or no, it wasn't Qrow. It was somebody in our Discord said, hey, I got this airdrop. I think it was J Steen. I'm going to blame J Steen on it. But yeah, so guys, be safe. Even if you hover over something on YouTube and you see somebody you know, man, check that channel before you go in and start clicking or do anything from it, because it may not be legit.
Especially if you're connecting your wallet.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's just like if Wild Angel, if you hovered over one of a video you saw my shiny head on, it's like, oh, well, that's Serenity. Okay, I'll just click on the link in his description because I know he did his homework. But really, if somebody hijacks my video, puts it on their channel, and changes the links, it can get sketchy quick.
They're already hijacking your logos.
Yeah. Oh, there's the man who's king of hacking.
Yo. What's up,
Hi,
guys?
Aston.
What's up,
How y'all
dude?
doing?
What's up, Boston?
Good.
Doing good, brother. About you?
I'm doing great. I'm sipping on some espresso at 8:18 at night. So we're partying.
Oh,
No cookie dough or like giant brownies or anything today?
No, we're good. We're good.
Oh, all right. By the way, do you have a room code?
Relaxing Friday. Yeah, I can't find the room code. That's why I came up on here.
That's good. Okay. I will get that to you momentarily. You just hang tight. I'll make sure to get that in 2 splits.
All right, cool.
Should I reveal it, Serenity?
Yep. Hold on. Put you on the big screen, buddy. There you go.
you're too
Oh,
dark.
got it spuds.
I know what it is though.
Yeah.
I can't get it focused. Oh, hold on. I can turn my flashlight on.
There you go.
He's in the bat cave.
You're gonna try it for the first time?
What is that?
We
Some
can
kind
say
of
that.
chocolate?
So I told myself I will wait until the stream to try it, right? And I told Serenity all my discipline is used on the charts when I trade, and I just ran out. So this will be my second Spud bar.
Well, what'd you think?
It was amazing. I love coconut anything, and when you put coconut, marshmallow, and chocolate, bro, it's the best. I love it.
Especially with the nice little crispy crunch that you get from the peeled potato in the center, dude.
Yeah, it crunches really. The crunch is really there, prominent, but the coconut does it justice.
Yeah.
Yep. And Tom Jones says Idaho Spud sounds like an adult movie star. It really is. Yeah.
Kinda.
It's so good. It's sinful. Ooh.
And BTK, your bars and Chrome, yours are on the way.
Nice. I'm gonna
Now,
have to stop by
Serenity
Charles
mailed
and
them.
deliver some.
Well,
Cyril's
here,
all excited.
we're going to try and plan this out to where we can have Chrome and you guys all try yours at the same time. So you get to get your first taste Idaho Spud all at once.
Well, I might have to appear on Freaky Friday from Cyril's house or something.
Probably.
We can do that.
And Smiley, if you really want to try Idaho Spud bars, I promise I won't dox you. Send me your address and I'll get you some.
Are they really good? I mean, you said the middle is crunchy?
No.
It's chocolate covered potatoes.
Yeah. Like
Ew.
Idaho Spud bars. That's what potatoes
It's
are.
just a raw potato with coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's
they're
really good though. You get a lot of
awesome. They taste
potassium,
so good.
magnesium.
And it really just it tastes together so good, right? Like you wouldn't expect it to, but it's kind of like you see that they sell chocolate covered potato chips, right? Like they do that for a reason. It's a good pairing. And so some little candy shop in Idaho BFE, right, decided that they wanted to try making chocolate covered potatoes. They
Oh,
do like
come
a
on, man.
bake to them. And then they infuse, like they wrap them in like this marshmallow cream, and then they cover them in chocolate, and they're a smash, literally. Because you hit them and they mash together. It's great.
Now keep in mind that this is coming from
Wait.
the guy who has never tried one and has no idea. So.
He's just messing with you.
Oh, okay.
These
It's
chocolate
the candy. It's marshmallow.
potato chips.
It's
He's also the one
marshmallows.
that licked a rock, so just saying.
Look, there was a reason for that. Okay.
Oh, we get to hear this. You licked a rock? Why were you licking rocks, Cyril?
To be fair, archaeologists lick rocks all the time. It's how you tell if they're rock or bone. Okay. Just putting that out there.
Did
If
you
you
wear
have
a
a friend-
helmet at school?
No. If you have
Oh,
a
okay.
friend who is going to archaeology, just know that they lick rocks like at least 3 times a day.
Have you heard of the term window licker?
I had a little brother who did that.
I had a
shocking.
guy. I had an instructor in lab school, and obviously we're in the army, right? It's not your politically correct college or anything, and he would always ask you if you said something dumb or asked a dumb question. He'd go, "What's your flavor?" Meaning to like, "What's your flavor of a window you like to lick?" Because you're a window licker.
Mhm.
And we would have to give him a flavor like strawberry, apple. It's so funny.
Papaya.
So why were you licking rocks, Cyril?
All right, I'll try to keep this as brief as possible. So, have you ever seen those really fancy chocolates, right? And they're like dusted, and they look all like super exuberantly fancy, and they're like sphere shaped and whatnot, right?
Mhm.
Okay, picture that, but a lot harder. And when you message your friend saying, "What did you get my daughter for her birthday?" Like, what is this? Is this some hard chocolate that maybe, I don't know, like stiffened up in the mail or something because he shipped it from Oregon? I don't know. There's nothing with this, okay? And so I say, what did you get her? Like, are we supposed to break it apart? Do we drop it in liquid? Like, what? And he's like, oh, you break it apart. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's one of those like fancy ass, chocolates, and I gotta sit here and smack it, with a hammer or something. It's got like this crystallized candy on the inside, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Not thinking, right, that he would send my 3.5, 4-year-old daughter a geode, right?
Oh,
That we have to crack apart. So I'm sitting there. I'm whacking it with the knife. I'm trying to saw it with the freaking knife. And I'm like, this isn't cutting. Am I wrong? Is this not like edible? And so I go, and I just lightly tap it with my tongue. Okay, that's it. No, I'm not like full on gargling a grapple, right? No, I just lightly.
What were you not?
And I realized very rapidly that tastes like dirt. Ergo, it must be a rock. Okay, I scientifically still solved
This fancy chocolate flavoring.
So, me and Serenity were changing my fuel filter out of my car one day, and it can be easy, it can be hard, but we just got it out, just got everything out, and I just got it in my hands. Like 2 seconds later, he comes out of nowhere, swipes it out of my hand, grabs it, puts it to his mouth, goes, and just blowing on it, and he starts sucking on it. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, yep, that's clogged. We need to replace it.
Why?
Before I could even think, what is he doing? Or I was like, I just got it out. Yes.
Yep. That's how you check a filter. You blow through it both directions. Check for restriction. But yeah, everybody freaks out because I've worked on cars for 10 years of my life. So I've congested or consumed more chemicals than any human being ever should. So gasoline, battery acid, doesn't matter. I know the taste of everything. So I just grab it and blow on it. It's like, oh, that's covered in gas. It's so gross. Give me that thing. I don't care.
I can't say anything. When I was placing my brother's fuel pump, we used I can't think of the technical term, but it's where you use gravity through a hose to pump liquid out.
Siphon, thank you. Couldn't think of that. And I got the siphon started, and I didn't see the liquid coming out of it. I just got a mouthful of gasoline. Good stuff.
Yeah, ew.
That's nasty. So Kevin says, we're going to be dipping French fries in Nutella next. Anybody tried that yet?
Well, yes, and it's really good. But the good news is, in every ounce of gasoline, there's over 1.8 million calories. So, yeah.
Dude, there you go. Man, I'm set for a good week. I can go without food. All right.
You know how to determine how many calories there are, right?
Do what?
Do you know how they determine how many calories there are in any food?
Not a clue. How?
Anybody?
They burn it.
They do.
What? Really?
They dehydrate it, and then they explode it, and they measure the change in temperature of the water, because it's a water encapsulated shell that they detonate it in, and they measure the temperature change of the water. They determine how much energy would be required to raise the water by that temperature, and that's how many calories are in there.
Interesting.
They blow up
How do you dehydrate gasoline? How do you get the water in? That just sounds weird.
It's already dehydrated.
Okay.
Okay, we are only 30 minutes into the stream, and we have been on food for most of it. What is it with this stream and food?
Austin started it. I blame it all on Austin down there.
Freaky.
Oh, now
we
we're
move on.
Yeah, now we're just.
Who
totally
eats pineapple on
going in the
pizzas
chat.
here?
Yeah, we're not going that way. See,
Pineapple on pizza, Serenity.
Nope.
Yes, it's the right way to go. It is amazing.
Yes,
it is amazing.
Only if there's ham on the pizza too.
Or
I will give you
bacon,
that.
or barbecue sauce, or chicken. Like barbecue chicken pizza with pineapple. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Bacon. Or not.
See, Smiley, it's good.
No.
That's right, Alpha. I'm with you, buddy. Pineapple on pizza.
It is. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, here's a question. So this was actually something I was telling Smiley the other day when we were talking about pineapples for some reason. I was like, pineapple on pizza is nice, but have you ever heard of a giant slice of pineapple on a burger?
Yes.
Oh, it's
It
amazing.
was so good.
I did it on chicken
You see,
sandwich.
it's good.
I'll stick with my pickles.
Just you should try it. It's like especially if you fry it, maybe a little, torch it, and you put it on your burger. It's just amazing. It gives
I
this
don't like
sauciness,
pineapple
the
though. When you
savoriness.
eat
just
it, it eats you back.
elevates.
What kind of pineapple are you buying that's eating you back? That's just weird.
That's what pineapple does. It
Look.
has the bromine compound in it, and what that does is it breaks down muscle,
Yeah.
right? And that's why
It's worth a try.
pineapple is typically paired with a ham to make it softer and more tender. So
A lot
yeah,
of-
when you
A lot of bartenders, their skin will break down on their fingertips because of dealing with pineapple.
Really?
Because it's acidic. Red Robin does an amazing chicken sandwich with pineapple on it. And Tucanos, if anybody's been to Tucanos, it's a Brazilian
Restaurant.
thing. They bring meat around on swords
Well, I'm sorry,
and carve
dude.
it off.
Just open
And
the
they
thing.
have a fabulous grilled pineapple.
So good.
hold up. You're saying they serve a Brazilian different things? How many is that?
No, not Brazil. Not a Brazil. Oh, shut up, Cyril. Roz,
a
go
war,
hit
yeah, I
him
love it.
for me.
She can't.
Yes.
I'm downstairs.
She can get there.
Shit.
You're in trouble now. Now he's going to be looking over his shoulder the whole time. This is going to be great. Yes.
And we're going to see this hand reach in and smack him.
Ooh, and yes, Smiley war. Whoa. Somebody's serious about her pineapple,
So-
or no pineapple in this case.
We can't
Me
have her.
and
You got to boot
Smiley
her.
will basically. No, we gotta keep her here for my win. I finally win this time because let me tell you, in Monstro, I get bullied every day because Style bullies me, Austin bullies me, and then Smiley just stands on the side like, "Oh no, go ahead, just do it, bully him. It doesn't matter to me." I was just like,
Let me hold him
"You
for
could
you.
help me," you know. So we have a voice chat for the moderators, and it's literally called Fight Club because every time I need to talk to Smiley, it's going to devolve into some kind of fight.
Yes. We take it out in the voice chat.
I love
Rose.
it. Rose is getting him for us. Squish, 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 squish.
That's
I
the
love
cutest
Rose's
laugh.
giggle. She has the cutest giggle.
Oh, that's great.
That's why I married her.
Aw.
All because the giggle. That was all it. Stop giggling. That's it. Game over. We want a divorce. Okay.
Oh my
That's
god.
fair.
Well, yeah, I mean, we only were talking for 3 months before we got married.
Oh, I love
Sorry,
it.
I'm laughing at Austin.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
got that flashing no pineapple sign. I love that. That's great. And
And
says he
by the
didn't
way,
trust
I
anyone.
ordered 2 Hawaiian pizzas for dinner.
Good. Thank you. I care what all y'all say. I like pineapple.
Me
I'm with
too.
Alpha here.
It's fine,
Where
you can
am I
do that.
even
I'll
at?
just go work out.
We don't know. It's Freaky Friday, man. Anything goes here. It could be anything.
Austin, guess what? I'm already 2 deep. I have another 2 sitting right here. Let's go.
About an hour, he'll be melting in his chair. We'll see like the top inch of his hair just
There's already-
sliding down the screen.
Are you talking about your love text?
The what?
The love text messages?
Yeah.
You have 2 more to send me? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be looking forward to reading them.
All right. Just don't
Fair.
share it. Okay, that's private.
Paragraph long.
I'm sorry, Rose. We didn't mean for
Wow.
you to learn this way.
Oh, frickin'
Yeah.
lemonade. Yes, that is the bomb.
Hey, I tell him as long as he treats us equally, it's a-okay with me.
All right.
You got a little menage a trois going here. Okay, that's getting weird.
Yeah, we're all good with that.
That's fine. So speaking of show and tell, there goes another gummy. Oh yeah, we saw that. You're busted. Wild Angel, I think you have something to share with everybody out there that you've been working on, and we're excited to see. What do you got?
Okay, so how many of everybody was privy to the live stream that we did with Yabonks, the 33-hour live stream, and the raffle that we did?
I think most people here
Most
probably are.
Yeah.
Well, Serenity and I did a raffle basket with a box of Idaho Spud Bars, an entire box.
You got to put it in the middle, otherwise it doesn't focus.
Oh, sorry.
Put it in front of your face. That way it'll focus on you. There you go.
Entire box of Idaho Spud Bars.
Good enough.
It's because I blur the background, so everything blurs. And then a Karma Farms t-shirt and a Gimli goat.
Gimli.
Handcrafted by me.
He's adorable.
And his tag says Gimli, and on the back it says Karma Farms 2024. So the box is shipping out to James Pelton tomorrow. He won the raffle.
Nice.
So speaking of, do we have his address?
I don't know, but I'll get a hold of Alex and find out.
Fair enough. It's kind of hard to ship without that. But yeah, so Gimli is off and running, and thanks to Cyril, we actually have a Wild Angel creation channel. I don't know how to get to it though, other than through my messages. So
Because that's a group DM for us to
oh,
do the behind the scenes plotting for setting everything up and whatnot. That's not
you didn't tell me that part. But Wild Angel Creations actually has an EIN number and
Nice.
is alive.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
yeah, it's
There
kind
you
of
go.
cool.
Aw.
It's adorable.
I know that coffee table.
It is. And that's handmade.
That is,
Yep.
I make them.
And he's got the same patterning as Gimli the goat from Yabonks' Animal Sanctuary. And I can
Yep.
confirm this because I've seen Gimli the goat.
Yeah.
Gimli has the white. Actually, it's kind of a frosted black because he's an older goat. So, and it goes up his nose, and his horns are flat. So that was kind of a challenge on this one. To, that would be Gimli.
Is that Gimli? Okay.
Yeah.
But
Alex's
he
favorite
has,
goat.
yeah, he's got flat horns, and that was kind of a challenge. But yes, that is Gimli.
So it is the first official replica from Carmel Farm Sanctuary that's not going directly to Alex.
Yeah.
Because Alex got Godric first of all.
Yabonks.
Yabonks. And the very first one of his animals going out is to James Pelton. So thank you, James, and thank you, Qrow, and everybody for donating, and Cyril, you especially, buddy, on that huge giveaway we had on New Year's. That was an amazing event.
It was a lot of fun, that's for sure. Long, fun.
Is this fun or fun?
It was fun for the first 12 hours.
How did Alex even manage that? Like he stayed awake throughout the whole thing? And
Lots
easy.
and lots of coffee and crowing roosters.
Yeah.
And lion's mane, mushroom.
Oh, and lion's mane. You know, it's putting me, the lion's mane putting me to sleep.
Yeah, same here.
It
I've been
makes
noticing
me
that.
tired.
Been taking it about a week and a half now, and it's hard to get motivated. It's like, okay, I got all these ideas, but it's like, I don't feel like doing nothing. I don't want to.
3 weeks.
Try
weeks.
taking half the dose that you've been taking.
Okay.
everyone's going to react to it differently. Everybody's body is different. And depending on the speed that your metabolism moves, it'll determine on how quickly or slowly it's hitting your system. And if you're taking more and your body's taking longer to go through it, right, you're going to be overlapping and you're going to have really heavy doses that wind up stacking up, right? And it's going to be, because that's the same thing that he described when he said if you take too much, right?
Right.
So maybe try taking half.
Other people say
What
also
did you
like
do?
do it 6 days on, 1 day off.
Uh,
Okay.
because I actually wasn't seeing a whole lot. And 1 scoop is 3 grams. And Alex was saying between 3 and 6. So I bumped mine to like 1.5 scoops. And I'll tell you, that day, and then I did it for 2 days, and I'm just like falling asleep at my desk at work. And I'm like, oh no, that ain't happening. So either I'm going to take it at night or, yeah, that's what Serenity's doing, is taking it at night. So if he crashes out, it helps him sleep a little bit.
Right. And some pharmacokinetics right there. Yeah. And, that's what's weird is, especially Cyril, now you and I have similar aspects with autism and ADHD, things like that. Have you noticed in life a lot of things react opposite to you because of that?
Yeah.
And so, okay, so I've often wondered if maybe that's what's doing it. If other people, it helps them, stimulate and motivate, those things usually put me to sleep. I've always reacted opposite to what it says on the bottle. Like Dayquil, oh, that shit just knocks me out. It's bad.
Benadryl knocks him for days. One dose of Benadryl will wipe him out for days.
I can sleep for 16 hours solid. It's wild. So I was kind of curious. Anybody else been trying the Lion's Mane, and how's that working for you?
Yeah, I've been trying it.
That you can... Well, how's that going?
Oh, it's fine.
I haven't even heard of.
What?
I think, Alfie, you got a
Sorry.
slight delay, and so we're kind of
Go.
overlapping a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't catch what you said. What?
Everybody's waiting for Alpha to talk.
Sorry, go
Okay.
ahead, I can explain. No, you. I didn't know. It's fine. Go ahead, speak.
What?
We're waiting.
I think he's having some audio issues.
I think so, yeah. We got a little delay.
Yeah, I think probably a little bit of a network problem there. Sorry.
You're okay, bud.
Yeah,
No
I was
worries.
just saying that. Is it supposed to help you get focus and stuff like that? Because I haven't even heard of people taking it for things like that. Well, I suppose this would be the second time I've heard of it this year. So there's that too.
It's supposed to be
Lion's
for
Mane
focus.
now.
It's supposed to be for focus, and also those of us that have tinnitus, it's supposed to help diminish that, and like neuropathy, it's supposed to help recoat those nerves with the myelin sheath. And I actually ran into where I had back surgery in August, and so where my incision was, when I upped the dose, was actually like burning for like 3 days. I couldn't wear jeans. I had to wear soft pants. It went just out of the blue. And the only thing I could pair it with that was different was the Lion's Mane.
That's weird.
Oh.
Like it kicked in the regeneration from the surgery.
Wow. So it's really good.
I don't know if that's just coincidence or what, but I don't know.
It's supposed to be like, yeah, regenerative for like nerves and things. And obviously, like, I guess it's really, really hard to like take something like that and go through all the necessary hoops and things you have to jump through to say like it does this for humans. Like, I think that takes years and years and years, but from what I read, like it does. They've done small trials like with dementia or Alzheimer's patients, and it improved their memory. It was proven to like regenerate nerves and things in like mice and small animals. Like it worked, like it did. But yeah, I don't know. It's something to try. I've been taking it for a few weeks. It's been a little weird. I've been taking the 2 scoops in my coffee in the morning. I haven't noticed too much like lethargy or anything like that. But that's typically how I am anyway, so I might not notice. I've noticed that I've had a little bit of like gastrointestinal like stuff going on, and I can only attribute the change to like that. So I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but it could be something else. But other than that, like, I don't know. I was very interested in taking it for the tinnitus, because I do have tinnitus ringing in my ears, and man, it can help with that. Like, that would be life changing. So like, I don't care. Like, I'm scooping this stuff in my coffee, and it was funny. The first day I took it, I couldn't find the scooper, so I took like way too much. And apparently, like the worst thing about that is that you're like wasting the powder that you bought. You know, after like a 6 milligram dose, it's just diminishing returns. Like, your body can't process it. Like, it'll just exit, you know, without really doing much. So that was kind of wild, but I don't know.
Has it helped at all with your tinnitus? Has it helped at all with your tinnitus?
It's probably a little too soon to tell, but like I want to think like yes, maybe like slightly, but I don't know. It's too soon to tell.
You haven't noticed so much tinnitus yet. I don't know. It's weird because my tinnitus fades in and out. Sometimes it's like they crank up the volume of static. Other days it'll stay quiet for days. So haven't noticed it yet. Biggest thing I noticed is just the lack of energy, not wanting to get motivated. It's like, man, I don't know. I just don't want to do it today.
Yeah, I mean, that's like what, every day?
Pretty much, yeah.
You know, it's like, I feel like we were given a free trial period for like 18 freaking years or whatever. Yeah. Some of us got less than that. Some of us got more than that. But either way, we had the trial period, and then we got thrust into this subscription model. And that, I don't know, honestly, like, sometimes it's not that fun to play, right? Like,
exactly.
Can I cancel my subscription?
I don't want to play no more. Can I go home? I have better toys at home.
I want to take my toys and go home.
That's right. So speaking of toys, and also Alphacruze, your comment there, one day when you figure out how to track hands too, made me think of an ad I saw today. I want to know if you guys saw this ad yet about the new Apple Qrow.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
No.
Nope, I don't follow.
I don't like Apple. I hate Apple, but I was watching this, and it was really pretty slick looking. So I want to share this ad with you guys. It's about a minute long. But when I started looking at it, at the different capabilities, all I could see was Ready Player One. I want to see if you guys see the same thing here.
Oh.
Totally Ready Player One.
Yeah, have you guys seen that?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know what you're talking about. All I noticed was that it was like normal people, but once they had that thing on, like their face became very punchable.
Ready Player One was a book, and it's been made into a movie where people live in, basically in VR.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I've had you watch that movie.
It's an epic movie, and I hear the book's even better. I haven't read it yet. I've got it. I haven't read it yet. But what I really liked about this is it showed the different layers. You could actually see what was on the screen, interact with it by hand movements, but at the same time interact with the exterior world simultaneously. You could see through it. So it was really pretty cool how all that worked. I didn't know if anybody here is an Apple fan. I'm not. But if anybody knows more about it, I'd love to know.
Yeah.
All I could think about is with me with my glasses, that would suck.
Well,
yes.
They have prescription inserts for those things these days.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
most VR headsets you can get prescription inserts for.
Because that's
That
my
would
big
be
thing with
cool.
my VR headset I have right now is that it sucks playing with it because I have to wear my glasses, and that sucks.
Yeah.
I get
What
you,
my
Qrow.
hmm?
As I get it. Same, because I also wear specs. I mean, my avatar has specs on, so me and Qrow are in the same boat there. It's horrible wearing these kinds of headsets.
I get it.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's like 4 of us.
But
5.
the difference is, I am nearsighted, not farsighted. So I just take the glasses
okay.
off.
That would be nice.
Yeah. And I'm both, so I have
Exactly.
bifocals.
But I'm really curious, guys. How do you think this is going to change our evolution into our gaming or entertainment, things like that? I mean, if it's already at that level, if that's coming out, it's going to be out on Android. Everybody else, they're going to have it as well. Of course, Apple can't hold the patent to it. But what do you guys see as the evolution coming forward? Do you think this is like that next huge step?
Dude, combine that with the hepatic gloves that this other company's developing, has developed, is commercially available soon, I believe. And then combine that with literally it's just flat, right? And it goes on the floor. It's not that weird like bowl-shaped one that you might have seen before that you stand in when you play VR and have to wear like these special shoes for. Nah,
Right.
it just goes on the floor, and it's basically like an omnidirectional treadmill kind of, where all of the surfaces rotate like every single direction, but ultimately they all guide you back towards the center no matter how you're walking. It's so bizarre. But they have that out now, and you can use it for player movement. And dude, at this point, we're there, right? Now with Unreal Engine 5 and how lifelike everything looks, like if you guys are into that kind of stuff and you've seen some of the tech demos from Unreal Engine 5, dude, you cannot tell. 9 times out of 10, you cannot tell. We're there. It just needs to become a little bit cheaper and more accessible to everyone.
Yep. And
Isn't it Peloton has the omnidirectional?
they have
I
one,
think-
yeah.
I think so. It might be. And there's already a gaming company out there that's been making the Ready Player One game, right? So like you boot in and everything like that, and you choose which worlds you want to go to and which missions you want to play. They're working on expanding it. It's still very light right now, but there are some playable worlds there. Like you can go to the one that you see where they're like fighting, on that planet, and you can do wave battles there. So they're working towards it.
Don't lose
It's
your
close.
The
shit.
one where everyone.
Yeah, don't lose your shit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I love Kevin's. Next
Yeah.
time I see someone, I'm going to put my ski goggles on, throw an uppercut, and pretend I'm playing the game. There you go, Kevin. That's what it is. Like, and I was just playing. Sorry, officer.
Uh,
Hey, I wonder if I can
didn't
do that
see
in my
him there.
Camaro.
I just imagine people like wearing this kind of stuff in public in the future, just very low situational awareness, getting robbed.
hmm.
Mm.
Well, it looked
I mean,
like
people-
on that ad that he could still see through it. It wasn't
Right.
like the rest of VR where it's blacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one thing that really impressed me is, and there was a lot of those clips where it's showing them packing their luggage, wearing the goggles so they can see through it, fully capable to interoperate within the physical world and the digital world simultaneously. Just got to change your focus. So, yeah, it's pretty fascinating. Then you couple that with the concept of crypto, and there's your in-game currency. So you've got everything you need for Ready Player One. I mean, it's insane. We're going to see some huge evolution.
Absolutely. And you've got platforms like there's one out there called Charmy Worlds, and those guys, it's just one guy, Devin, by himself, minding his own business, but he's built out an entire like metaverse where it's like enterprise level, so a company can come in and basically buy a planet, do their deving in there. It's all like it's kind of like drag and drop editors, so you can like craft your space that you're trying to do. You can link it up to like code and things like that. So you could implement crypto into that, even though it's not designed. It's designed to like it can read it, right? It could process it, but he doesn't want to bring crypto into it. So, but he's like, if you do, that's fine. Who cares? So there's a lot of potential out there for a Ready Player One style world to come out.
Yep. And, that's one thing that I've been preaching for a while now is I truly see that evolution happening where with the digital currency, the digital market, all that, you couple that with all the Unreal Engine 5, you take that with the VR and all the technology, you put them all together, and you just eliminated 80% of the people going out to movies or doing things like that. They're living in VR. It's going to be there.
Yep.
And Kevin says, I like my bone conduction headphones for listening to AMAs when needing aware of my surroundings for safety at work. Just tuning out boring people without them realizing it. Hey, there you go. That works.
Bone conduction is a big problem when you're trying to dial in EQ for your own voice wearing headphones.
That would be interesting. No, I was trying to think, how would that work?
It makes it sound bassier than it is.
Okay.
I know
Yeah,
I've got. Go ahead, Cyril.
Oh, I was just going to say that's why your voice sounds deeper to you than it does to everybody else, because you hear a lot of it through your phone. But go ahead, Wild Angel.
I was gonna say I have a set of headphones that clip like onto the top of my ears, and it is bone conduction, but other people can hear my music. It doesn't just stay for me, and so it's like at work where I wanted them for. Yeah, I can't use them.
Interesting.
The guy in the next cubicle can hear it.
That's not very effective then.
No, not real effective.
In your defense, I've been in your office, and man, that place is creepy
It's crickets.
quiet.
It is.
Yeah. It's one of those, it's so quiet, it makes your skin crawl. It's a very, very uncomfortable place to be. It's like, man, I don't know how you go to work here every day. This is nuts.
Ew.
I had to get out of there.
Yeah, it can be creepy quiet. The worst part was right after Christmas, everybody was taking that week between Christmas and New Year's off. There was me and one other guy on my side of the building. That was it. And so if neither of us moved, the lights would turn off every half hour. So I'd have to get up and go to the next cubicle to trigger the lights.
That was just the building telling you it was nap time.
Time to go home.
Like,
30 minutes. Bye, guys.
I'm sorry, boss. The building must have lost power, so I just kind of took a nap, waited for the power to come back on. It never did.
So I went home.
Why didn't you fix the power? You know, that's boss stuff.
Yeah.
Should fix that.
Above my pay grade.
State agencies, power saving, everything's on sensor.
The people
Hey,
I work
Kevin.
for are like,
Thanks, buddy. Take care, my man. Have a great night.
later. People I were working for was like, well, we noticed that you went to the bathroom more than 2 times today. Like, so unfortunately we're going to have to lay you off. Like that.
Ow.
You're totally screwing us, dude.
Oh, we wander around, visit each other's cubicles. I mean, we blow a good part of our day if there's nothing pressing.
Good for you. Wish I could.
Welcome to state job.
Man, I gotta find a better job.
Like another place to do electrical, or what are you thinking?
Well, I don't know. They say like work union live better, but it's like actually like you just don't work most of the time. So
I had this guy, Jimbo, you remember him, Sam, the old plumber supervisor?
Yeah.
Okay, so I ran into him the other day, and he was working at a place just across from Nashua, where I work, and he said that the way he was working, apparently the guy who was paying him stopped paying him for like 3 or 4 months, and he's at the company who's not the company. Sorry, they all had to get together, and they're all unionized, so the union have to go after their guy who's paying them to try to get their money back because they hadn't been paid for like 4 months.
Why did they keep going to work? Dude, I don't get a paycheck on Friday. That's it. I will not be there Monday. Game over.
Right.
Or if I do,
agree
it's
with
the
that.
baseball bat to collect, one way or another.
Yeah, I don't get it. And yeah, they're saying like this guy owes them like thousands of dollars, and he's still going. Ow.
Hell no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and that's like when I quit my electrical job to come be a content creator full time. I had the very next week the electrical unions. They called me like, "Hey, we really want you to do this. We'll pay you twice what you were making." Da da da. No, I'm going to do this for a while. Check back in a few months. And they called me back like in April. Like, okay, you ready to come? I'm like, no, thanks, I'll pass. And like a month later, somebody showed up at my door from the union, and they're like,
Oh,
"No,
tell me
we just
that.
want to give you this, and we really want you to come work for us." And I'm like, no, thanks. And you're creepy. Goodbye.
So they're trying to read you about your extended warranty.
Yeah, in person, that was weird. But yeah, I've never been part of a union. I've heard goods and bads. BTK, like your story, I've heard some people say that it's horrible because you only work like 30% of the time. Others say, oh, it's awesome because we're so protected and everything is so great. So I really don't know which way to go. But being Idaho, it's the right to work state.
Those are the people that have juiced in at a company and go like job to job. Like they don't worry about getting laid off. But if you're actually like working off the book, it's hard to make it work, man.
Makes sense.
And
so Alphacruze.
What's horrible about it though is that like to get into a company like that, as far as what I could figure out in the past 10 years, it doesn't have anything to do really with your merits, your skill as an electrician, good ideas, working fast, being efficient. So like none of that works. So like when I figure out how you do it, I'll let you know.
You know a guy.
Yeah, exactly. Whose ass did you kiss this
Bring him
week?
cake. Good, John.
There you go. Yeah, exactly, John. Good to see you, Johnny Richter. How you doing, buddy? So, Alpha, I kind of know what everybody else does here, but for you, my man, I don't know what your day job is. What do you do for a living?
I don't have a day job. Technically, I have a contract for developing applications for the company, but it's not technically a day job because I'm just basically, working to get it for them, and then that's it.
So it's
Okay.
freelance.
Yeah. Everything I do is freelance. Fortunately, freelance doesn't always pay the bills.
Mm-mm.
Sadly, it does not. Yes, I can attest to that. Being a content creator, it's it might seem glamorous in my your luxurious studio, but it's not. Trust me.
Yeah. For the most part, I have to rely on getting some kind of crypto win to be able to be like, okay, I can buy food this month.
Exactly. Feel the same way.
Yeah, I mean, when you're living in a van in the forest,
Waiting for the dinosaurs.
Was that a
Yeah,
philosophy?
we have dinosaur transport over here. That's just normal transport, man. It's just normal transport. That's how it works over here.
I forget exactly what it was, but Serenity had this poster at work on his locker, and it says something like, days since last Velociraptor attack or something like that, and it was like 0.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those I had a bunch of posters on my locker, some inspirational, some comical. And yeah, days since last Velociraptor attack. 0. Okay. It's like, don't make me sick my Velociraptor.
They are clearly very friendly. Yeah,
Exactly.
very friendly.
Just scratch them under the chin, you'll be fine.
This one is Steve.
Maybe Twinkie or Strudel. I don't know where that one goes.
It goes
What
with
about
the
you?
bring him cake.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. Okay. So, Smiley, what about you, dear? What do you do for a day job?
Well, I just started getting paid to moderate in a Discord server, so that's exciting.
Yay!
Oh,
Yes.
Nice.
congrats.
Nice.
Congratulations, dear.
Thank
How you liking being a full-time moderator now?
Oh, I like it a lot. I'm in 2 projects that I really, really love, and I love the teams, and so I'm really happy where I am right now. But also, my dad kind of supports me because I help take care of my mom. So I do that too during the day.
Oh,
So.
cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's nice.
Are they
being able
hiring
to
for
be
more
available.
moderators? I'm asking for a friend.
Not
Trading
that I
didn't go
know
good.
of. Not right now.
No, I'm
And
joking.
his name's Austin.
I'm back, by
Oh,
the way.
man,
I had to step away for a
moderation.
second.
Oh, you're good, man. I figured you'd wander back eventually. So, by the way, Austin, I did catch you on your Twitter space today. That was very impressive, my man.
Dude, yeah, it was really fun. Funny enough, that guy, we're potentially going to do a little mini meetup, like a traders meetup in Miami, Florida for the first weekend of March. So we're going to do some cool stuff. Cool stuff in the
Awesome.
algorithm community, too.
See, the one thing I noticed is listening to him talk and stuff and about how he's made trading his full-time job. It's like, okay, I've got to dedicate a serious amount of time to this. Can I split myself? And so, and that's why I told you before, it's like, okay, I've got to try to change my schedule, get some things squared off. And I don't know if somebody can be a content creator on DeFi and trading simultaneously if there's enough hours in the day. And that's part I'm trying to figure out and juggle.
I would say I don't think it has to be just like how life isn't extremely black and white, right? There's a lot of nuanced and gray. And when I say people need to learn trading, I don't necessarily mean that you need to be a full-time day trader or even should aspire to be a full-time day trader, right? That's like if I were to say everyone needs to drive a vehicle and you would assume I mean everyone needs to be a mechanic. The vehicle is the understanding of the basic market fundamentals, even just at a basic level, versus always being, I guess, exposed inside the market. And the reason why I say this, even for people in the DeFi and crypto space, is it's very easy to be manipulated and easy to be fooled, even by price action, even by these charts, even by hopium, that if you just understand at the very basic level market structure and liquidity, and you practice it every single day, you don't have to actually be in the markets. You don't have to actually be trading this stuff. But if you can just understand and be able to see this, just like how if you're able to spot a rug, right? Because you've been exposed into DeFi for 2, 3, 4 years. If you just expose yourself to the charts every single day and maybe make a trade every once in a while, maybe you're not a day trader, maybe you're a swing trader like Cyril, right? He probably spends 5 minutes a week on his trades. And you're a passive player, but still being exposed to the markets, whatever the case may be. Because the thing is, especially in the crypto space, a lot of people, they think that these projects, they rely on utility and all this stuff. And to a degree, yes, but at the end of the day, liquidity and market structure, you can even see it. And as funny as it sounds, you can even see it in some of these micro cap, tokens that are just starting off, because all it is human psychology. Market structure is a representation of human psychology on the charts. And if you're able to read and just comprehend human psychology, you're going to be a better entrepreneur. You're going to be a better market participant and a long-term investor. You're going to know where buying opportunities truly are versus just putting money in there when you feel like it. And it's just a great experience, man. So I could talk all day long about it, but yeah, that's my little excerpt there.
Perfect. No, that's great. And if anybody's watching who wants to learn more, can you put a link to your YouTube and stuff in the chat?
Yeah, absolutely. And I just posted a video on YouTube actually for anybody that really just wants to, and watch it a few times. It doesn't you don't have to get this the first time, but I did a video going over just that. There's actually a live stream as well that I just go walking your hand through it. And I go over market structure and liquidity, which is the backbone of how I trade. I don't have, 20 million indicators on my chart looking like a magic 8-ball.
I've seen some of those charts. I'm like, God, you can't even see what the thing is
we
doing.
We all start there. I was there at one point.
That's fair. So, Smiley, Alphacruze, what about you guys? Do you guys do any trading?
Well,
I mean, I will look at charts sometimes. I'll be like, oh, that looks cool. I'll check the liquidity, how much trading volume there is. And I'm like, oh, that's a nice P. Maybe I could add some liquidity for that, LP position. But that's about it. I'll usually just look at how good the trading volume is for coins are or anything that looks interesting. Like with Jupiter, that was now airdrop the 31st. I just watched the trading volume. I was like, okay, that's cool. It looks like it's doing well. There was a bunch of buys, a bunch of sells. I was like, okay, maybe some LP they would have made a good amount of money, but that's about it. Maybe that's because of Monster though. Like Monster is so yield farming based, and it's just like LP, LP, LP all the time in my brain.
That makes sense. And yeah, and that's about the extent of mine. Is I know enough to know that I don't know. And so one of these days I'm going to master it. And between Cyril and Austin, they're going to teach me one day. And if they can teach me, they can teach anybody. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to check it out, right there's the link, guys. Definitely check out Austin's channel because he draws it out in crayon. I can tell you that some of the stuff even I understand, and I only catch bits and pieces. Like, wait, oh, okay, that makes sense. I can see what he's doing there. So I highly recommend it. Definitely check it out. How about you, Smiley?
Is this confession time?
Yes.
Okay, so the confession is that I'm really interested in the people and not so much the projects as much, but Various wants me to do this thing where I pick tokens every week that are altcoins, and I'm not really into altcoins. So what I usually end up doing is running around saying, what do you like? What do you like? I need an altcoin this week. And so I just take recommendations that other people like, and that's my pick.
That's something I would do.
Well,
See, and what about a voting poll or something like that in the Discord where the community can choose the altcoin for that week?
That's a great idea. I'll do that.
what we do
What
on
this week's one?
is, although I tell you what, lately the only thing that people tend to be voting for is KKF because it's like the first like DeFi style ETF that contains mostly blue chips, right? Has gold in there too for volatility anchoring. But yeah, so that's the one that's won the last couple of times, I think, on Rags to Riches.
I think it's going to win several times in a row. I think we're going to see a lot of KKF going in.
Yeah, well, yeah,
There's a good
DeFi has
reason.
been too crazy interesting lately.
So for those who don't know, Cyril, give us a quick overview. What is KKF? Just so somebody has no idea what this is.
It's basically just like an index fund, right? Just like if let's say you want to put money in the stock market, but you don't want to try to research 18,000 different companies to know which ones are worth putting money towards, you get an index token like the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ or VU, right? Like you get one of those. That's passive investing in the stock market. Okay, it's probably going to gain X amount over the course of time because that's what's done in history, right? Well, I was kind of irritated that didn't really exist in the crypto space, so I brought it to the crypto space and
Moved into the crypto space.
oh, I think I just got some weird audio feedback from Alpha.
That was me. Sorry. My bad.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I saw like something light up over there, but anywho, yeah. So I brought that to the crypto space with KKF. And it basically tracks the crypto market as a whole. It's got like 18.5% of the fund is comprised of Bitcoin, 19.5. 18.5% is comprised of Ethereum. Then you've got 18.5% of gold, because gold is going to be more stable than crypto. So it helps with a bit of that volatility. On the down days, our fund doesn't go down quite as far. It doesn't go up quite as much on some of the up days, but it has more stability and it tracks with the overall market cap growth of crypto as a whole. And then when I feel that the markets are overheated, I convert the asset weights over towards stable coins over a period of time. And the fund automatically does all of that. And if you have like if you deposit in there, right, it automatically takes what you deposit, splits it into the 10 different assets within one transaction. So it's like a 6-cent gas fee. And if you want to withdraw, you withdraw at any point in time. And you can choose to either withdraw it as like USDC or WMATIC, or you can say, no, I want the basket. I want the 10 assets. And it gives you the 10 assets in one transaction.
That is pretty dope.
Thanks.
That
I
is
like
pretty
it.
dope.
And you've got 2 levels. You've got the low and the medium risk, right?
Right.
Yeah, so like how the S&P 500, right, it tracks like the broad market, but the NASDAQ tracks just the tech sector. AKKF tracks the growth of the Arbitrum network, right, specifically.
Ooh.
So if you want a little bit of a riskier play, but typically what we see happen is if we are down like 1% for the day on KKF, the lower risk one, AKKF will be down like 1.5%. But if we're up 1%, AKKF will be up like 1.8%, right? So it has a wider movement range, a little more volatile, but it also means that when we get into the bull run, it stands to print more yield potentially. So
Exactly.
let's see, the one is Polygon, and the other one is Arbitrum. Is there plans for more? Like, I don't know, BSC and Solana, all the crazy things out there.
I'll talk with the Cassandra DAO team. Right now, they also have AVAX, but the nice thing is most of the stuff that I would be putting in there would be stuff that is around, enough networks that it could be gotten on any of them, right? The assets have to be tradable on Balancer, so they have to have LPs there on Balancer because it utilizes the managed pool contracts of Balancer to be able to make an ETF like this. And so like the price of each of those ETFs is derived from all of the underlying assets, how much we hold, their average price divided by the number that we have, right? And so when people deposit or withdraw, it doesn't affect the price because you have your own little mini allocation essentially.
Ooh.
There we go.
So
That's
That
right.
is neat.
there's not
Smart.
price input from that.
I know
Absolutely.
I personally have a stake in both of these, and
Me too.
I don't. I don't do a whole lot of crypto transactions, but I don't invest in a whole lot, so it was something I felt safe doing, and I'm pretty low tech, and yes, I'm a finance person, but not in any stock area or crypto, just basic accounting. And I looked at it and I felt comfortable doing it. And you can ask Serenity. I'm pretty conservative.
She really is. And yeah, guys, I put a link to the AMA I had with Cyril where we went for almost 2 hours. And I asked him every question I can imagine, even some pretty brutal questions. It was, no holds barred. I went all for the jugular. It was vicious, but I got every bit of information you possibly could. And there's links in the description down below for both Qrow funds there. So definitely watch the AMA. Do your own research first. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to that guy. Don't listen to any of us. Do your own research because you're accountable for your own investments.
Right. Yeah, I totally wasn't expecting to even wind up doing AMAs for it because I made it for my own people on my Discord, right? The ones who are like, I'm not really down with trading. I've tried it. It's not really my style. How can I still be exposed to the market in a more lower risk manner? And I'm like, well, I mean, you kind of can't. That's the nature of crypto. Let's see what we can do about that. And so for the last year and a half, I've been trying to figure out a way to do something like this. And then I came across that platform and it put it all together neatly. So I'm like, cool, I can make it here. Did that, and I've just been running it for my little trading group, and that's it. And I guess they started telling people about it, and I'm like, I guess if you want me, I'll come talk about it. But like, it's just a tool for me and my people to like. I think I have, I have like $6,000 of my own money in the 2 pools, just because it's money I don't want to have to actively sit there and trade. I just want to let it go with the market and call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Everybody says, hi, Mouse. Oh, look, hi, Mom. Yes, even Mom has invested in the Keir group fund. Yeah.
So you know what else was cool that you showed me? It was like that aggregator thing. What was it called? Odos or something? Like you could basically use that. Like if you didn't want to, if you wanted to just do it within your own wallet, you can like use one token and split it into a bunch of different tokens. So you could like every week, like, I don't know, you could use that aggregator to do it straight into your wallet or something. That thing was pretty cool. I never seen anything like that.
You can use it for that. You can use it to get a bunch of dust in your wallet down to one thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you have a link for that, Cyril?
Around. I can dig it up.
If you find it.
I'll post it in the Down Home Crypto Discord when I come across it. So if you guys want the link to that to check it out or whatever, you got to join the Discord. We're not... See, Serenity, no one's going to buy the ice cream truck if you keep handing out popsicles for free, okay?
Damn it!
Like,
Okay.
come on.
There you go. You got to join now.
That's a good.
No more.
That's a good
Okay.
analogy.
I like it. That
Totally
was
get
good.
it. That's
So-
a good analogy.
And that's a great reminder, guys. Please keep in mind that if you join the Down Home Crypto community, not only do you get special channels in the Discord where you get some alpha information there as well, but also if you happen to hit that little join button below the stream where you become a VIP family member, you can join us up here on stage. I put a backstage pass in every week to come in here and crash this party.
Yay!
Can't confirm that's how I get in.
And even if you just want to hang out and you're not looking to, do that or whatnot, like there's still a wealth of accessible information there in Serenity's Discord. So, but yeah.
Exactly.
And
lots of
and
resources.
if we get more people joining and doing that membership, I won't have to work so many hours.
Sure you will, because I'm just going to do bigger giveaways. It's okay.
Well, did you see that face? Dude, remember, she's the one who decides how much you give away, right? So, no, she's got to get a little bit back. She's got to get some of her time back so that she can focus on the trading.
And I can do Wild Angel.
Because she has potential, and she's got a lot of crocheting to do, right? So
that's your fault. You're in trouble for that one, by the way.
I know for that.
Now, anytime I want to go do something, it's like, hey, honey, you want to go do something? No, I want to crochet.
I'm working.
That's right, I'm working. You're sitting there watching TV. What do you mean you're working?
Dude, that's when you pop on your game or whatever, and you just sit next to her and play your game. It's called parallel play.
Romance is not dead. Taught by Cyril right here.
Got some workaholic energy.
Say that again, Cyril.
That's not.
No, go ahead and say Alphacruze because I know you have that audio lag thing. So go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I say that's some workaholic energy right there.
She is a workaholic, and I give her kudos for that because, yeah, she's done an amazing job of supporting Down Home Crypto, the community, the channel, everything, and especially me on this amazing journey. So thank you, love.
Aw.
Yeah, somebody's got to wear the pants, right?
Right? I'm in shorts, man. I don't wear pants.
I can't wear shorts. I won't.
Okay.
He lives in shorts.
Uh-uh.
He's in comfy shorts tonight. He's not even in his work shorts.
Oh, damn.
I took the shoes off. I put on the comfy clothes. Man, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I ran in the door, made a restart on the computer, tried to put everything away, still in my work clothes. I did get the shoes off, though.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
That's one of the rules, right? You have to kick the shoes off.
Exactly. Means you're going to stay a while. So, show of hands. How many have your shoes off right now?
Me. I can't raise my hand.
I thought with that either.
All right. Okay. Everybody's obeying the house rules. Yeah. Biggest thing is you got to be comfortable. And that's what Down Home Crypto is all about, everyone. Is we want to make sure that when you join us here, you're comfortable. It's not a high pressure. You know, do what you want, invest how you want, just have fun. That's all we want to do. We want to educate, teach, and have fun together. And hopefully we grow as a community that way together. So come in, hang out, whether it's on Rags to Riches on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to go through all the news of the week and give you some tidbits on how to build your portfolio. Or hanging out on Freaky Friday, where we don't even know what's going to happen. We just know show up and yeah, anything goes here. We've had some pretty wild conversations. I'm surprised we haven't gotten banned yet.
Or demonetized.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. I
Afterwards.
did get a warning on last week's show where it says not fit for all advertisers. So it's like limited advertisements. Like, oops, our bad.
Oh. Oh, wait. Was that the episode we did the banana bread one?
It might have been.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
That might have been why. Okay, so maybe we shouldn't share videos on stream or anything like that moving
Yeah,
forward.
so I might have to clip out that part about the Apple one earlier. I don't know. We'll see. And you know what? That's okay. It's on Freaky Fridays. This is all about having fun. It's about building a community of like-minded people. It doesn't matter if you're, jobless electrician down in the corner, or the one over on the left who gets to fire people, or me who quit my job, or you're like this multi-million-dollar trading guru of master. We don't have any of those, but one day we will. It's okay. We got Austin. He's getting there.
Yeah, he's getting there. He's definitely
Exactly.
getting there.
But either way, we've got a place for everyone.
Already made my 10 million. Now I'm working on my 10 billion.
Right on, brother. Woohoo! Way to go. Yes, I
Or
agree.
the
I'll put
workaholic that's got 2 jobs and now 2 businesses. So on top of that.
Wow.
It's funny.
Exactly.
Like, I'm technically also a workaholic. I mean, like, I don't have a day job, but the moment I wake up, I'm on the laptop. I'm busy with Discord. I'm looking at some research. I'm just constantly working. And then when my woman comes over, she will sit here whole day watching me work, and she'll just be like, "Are you going to ignore me whole day again?" I'm like, "I'm not ignoring you. I just have work, and you can't help it." And she's like, "But I'm here." Like, okay, I'll take a break. I'll come sit with you, and then we'll watch videos together. And then I'm like, okay, at least now she's not going to want to kill me anymore. So thank goodness for that.
It's called companionship, when you can both be in the same room doing something totally different and you're okay with that. Or
Yeah.
Serenity's in the studio with the door shut and we're all in different places doing things. So ours is in the house.
Yep.
And that's one thing, man. Alpha, I feel your pain, brother, because I wake up in the morning. First thing I do is I come in here, fire up the system. Okay. Check the Discord, check everything. Okay. What's going on? Now I start my work and I'll sit in this room till midnight. I go to bed. I'll go out, I'll eat, and I'll come back. And here I am.
Yeah, when you're trying to build something, that's what it takes.
Yep. It does. Just make sure to have a little bit of fun every day,
Sacrifice.
whatever that is, whether that's crocheting, watching movies, something. I take a little time every night to play games for about an hour or two, at least. And it's like just something to get away from.
I've been taking a little
Wow,
time
me.
to get pissed off lately. It's not good. Like every day, I'll take a little time to get really pissed. It's like-
Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Time to get really
know what?
mad.
It's just
I don't know what it is.
Off guard, dude.
Maybe it's the lion's mane. I'm just like, God damn it.
I can confirm he has been getting pissed at a specific period of time every day.
Oh, hey, look, it's
Why
that
does
time.
it
Let me
sound-
smash my hand in a door or something.
I have a new keyboard now.
Can you keep
Last one.
Yeah, no, I had to snap it over my leg. It just seemed right. It was fun.
I swear to God, BTK, you're my spirit animal.
What do they call that? Anger therapy or what?
Goose Oh.
Has anyone been to
Oh.
one of those places where like you take a bunch of crap you want to destroy in, and you just break the crap out of everything that you bring in with you?
Oh, a Smash House. I've
Yeah.
always wanted to do one of those.
Maybe that's it. Since it's been what, like a couple months now, I haven't been to work. I haven't like done that. That's what I do at work.
You smash stuff.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly. And Smiley loves to read. Awesome.
Yes.
And so does Wild Angel. So what have you guys read lately?
Oh, I'm just typing it now. I just finished Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Have you read those? The Empyrean series? Oh my gosh, so good. Best book I've read like all year. Loved it.
I'm
Genre?
looking for a pen.
I would say fantasy, I guess.
Setting?
Well, it's basically following the main character is a girl who all her life she thought she was training to become a scribe, and her mother forces her go into the writer kind of training series where you're training to be a dragon rider, and the whole thing is like at the beginning of training, you have to walk this beam between two cities, and you could fall your death and die and not make it into the training school. And the whole time, everybody is targeting this girl as the main character, and she is always considered the weakest person, but she finds her inner strength through the story. It is so good. I loved it.
What was it called?
Highly recommend it. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros.
Sounds
Really
great.
good.
I think I saw the author make a video about that on TikTok.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
I think,
Mm-hmm.
because that sounds familiar, like what you just
Mhm.
described. Or maybe it wasn't the author. Maybe it was. Oh yeah, it was on a video where someone was talking about, tell me books that you've read recently that like blew your mind or whatnot.
Mhm.
And I think that was the book they were talking about.
Oh, cool.
Is it one book or is it a series?
It's 2. Yeah.
Sounds
Very
like
good.
everyone loves reading there.
Yes, that's it.
There you go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay, how many of us that read are gotta have a real book so you can turn the page versus reading them on a screen?
Bro,
Yeah.
I can't even read. I
can
have
do-
to have an audiobook.
Oh,
I'm with you.
That's
Can't do
also
it.
cool.
I can't
That
do
is-
it. I don't know what it is. I've tried every type of series. I've tried different types of books. It's like I'll read maybe like 2 pages, and then 10 minutes will go by and I don't even know what I read because like my mind just has to be
Same here. my
doing
mind
something else
wanders.
while also taking information.
Do you
So
have
I'll read
ADHD?
audiobooks while I work out. I don't think I do. I think
Okay.
I'm just in the 2024 TikTok influential age where my mind span is, dwindling with
limit.
most of the human race.
Yeah. So
Okay,
is-
But I'm accepting it rather than trying to fight it. And I'm just like, you know what? I get way more information audiobook wise for me.
Mm.
I consume it easier. So why not fight it,
Go ahead, Alpha.
So I prefer physical books, obviously. I mean, who doesn't? Unless you can't read the books and need an audiobook. But I have gotten so used to not having audiobooks that now I can just read on a screen. And it opens me up to a lot more books because I love translated from different languages like Japanese written books translated to English or Korean, Chinese. I just love having books that have been translated from different languages. Sometimes the translations can be a bit sketchy, but overall they're very good. But I haven't tried audiobooks. I think I might have, but then I didn't like it because I'm so used to just reading. I love seeing the words and imagining everything like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One of the best books I ever read that was translated were the Metro books by Dimitri. I can't pronounce his last name, but It's basically nuclear fallout happened, and people in Russia escaped into the metro system, and that's where they live. And these creatures evolved, and yeah, they're great book series.
Ooh.
Yeah, they made a whole game series out of it too.
It's epic.
Oh, I'm writing that down.
Nice.
I played that game. It's actually pretty good.
The second one I hear was better.
No, not really. They're both fantastic games.
Okay.
And it really never got like a ton of media attention either.
Nah, it didn't. I found like this little subgroup of people who like latched onto it and played it religiously.
Oh,
and
bad.
It.
I'll confess, I play it once a year. Once a year, I'll sit down and play 1 to 3.
Bro,
So
a game I'm addicted to is Men of War. Assault Squad, dude, it's so good. I love it.
Well, so I'm curious. I'm going to pose a general question, and then I'll grab somebody on stage here, and we'll go around. And then I want you people listening in the comments to answer as well. But what is a computer game that you grew up with, right? Or a console game that you grew up with, depending on how young you are, that you find yourself every now and then you got to cycle back to it and play it again just because. Alpha, you start.
So for me, it would be a game called. Damn it! I'm trying to get to the name now. It was Chicken Invaders. Very simple game. It's a space shooter type game, but Chicken Invaders. Oh, I used to play that game all the time. I probably finished it 15 times, but I will continue doing it until I die.
That's great. What about you, Smiley?
It was Advance Wars on my pink Game Boy, and I still love that game. It's such a great game.
That's awesome. Austin?
I got 2 games that come to mind. It's Fable 3. That's just like, bro, Fable. I mean, I love the entire series, but there's something about Fable 3. I think it's the nostalgia of just how I ended up playing Fable 3. It was really funny. And then Elder Scrolls. So I can't like choose one or the other. So Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, Skyrim. So I literally stood outside with one of my good buddies from high school out of a GameStop and waited for the launch. Like, dude, we were so freaking pumped. So it's a tie between those two. I can't pick, because another cool thing with Fable is, or not Fable, with Elder Scrolls Skyrim is, as soon as it launched, we had like 2 weeks of snow days. So I just nerded out for like 2 weeks. Perfect timing. And I was a hermit. I don't even think I got an ounce of vitamin D for the entire 2 weeks.
Why is that the Elder Scrolls thing?
Right? Like, okay, Rose, what about you?
All right, don't judge me too hard. So the Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis.
Oh, yes. Oh, my. I still have mine. Oh, my God. That was so fun.
We have one in the living room.
I think they
Just
chose.
me, she says, as she talks about like one of the early grails of the Sega Genesis game.
I think they went through and remastered the first like 3.
What about you, Wild Angel?
This is bad, but I'm not really a game kind of person. Most of them make me sick to my stomach because of the motion. About the only one I've ever gotten into was Mario, and it's because I loved Yoshi.
Aww.
Oh, that's a great one.
Or Tetris. I'm one or the other, just because my brain needs the puzzle.
Dude, so many life skills with Tetris, right? Like everyone always says, "Can you help me move?" Right? Because I will load.
I could pack a rucksack so intensely that, yeah, it'd weigh like 1,000,000 pounds, but everything's in there in one
What about
rut.
you, What about you, BTK?
I used to play video games a lot more before like computer video games became a thing, and easily I'd say a Link to the Past, Zelda for Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one for sure. What about you, Qrow?
Dude, there's so many good ones. I'd have to say Age of Empires 2 or Soul Reaver.
Okay. Good
Oh,
ones.
Crow,
Good
you have
one.
a Triforce tattoo, don't you? You're the one with the Triforce, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Now, Serenity. I would hazard a guess. Is it Galaga?
How did you know? Are you reading my mind again?
I'm just that good.
You are amazing. How would you possibly know that my favorite game of all time is Galaga?
Just a guess. You know, the color theme of your lightings, you know, it was just kind of like a subconscious clue. And then, you know, I analyzed, you know, your history and location and where you know, the general location of where you grew up, and, you know, probably spent a lot of time, you know, in arcades as a kid to kind of try to stay out of trouble. You know, not much else to do.
Yes, I must revisit regularly so much I have it in my office. Yes. And now Britt popped in there with Myst. That was an awesome game. I love that one.
Yeah.
This is a good one too. I like those puzzle ones. Me?
How about you, Cyril?
It was Civilization, the original Sid Meier's Civilization, the one that I still have. Because for those of you who love older games, by the way, abandonware.com is a great place to go get them. And most of them are set up to run on current devices, or you run them with DOSBox, which is relatively easy. There's plenty of tutorials out there on how to do that. But at least a couple times a year, I will still fire up DOSBox and play a round of Sid Meier's Civilization, just because it's what must be done. But
Was the first one the one that had the Gandhi in it with the glitch?
Yes, because he was set to most peaceful. If you were, what happens is, if you are playing on any difficulty above Chieftain, I think, what happens is Gandhi, anytime someone gets the ability to build nuclear weapons, it increases their aggressiveness by 1. But the problem is, decreases their aggressiveness by 1 when the United Nations is built. But because Gandhi's aggressiveness was already set at 1, the lowest it could be, it changed it to 99. So he would instantly go thermonuclear and just like start dropping nukes on everybody. The globe would melt down in nuclear winter, and the game would end because everybody would die.
Because of Gandhi.
So he's been hanging out with BTK too much, is what you're telling me.
It's time to rage.
Yes.
Oh.
So I think it's really interesting to go back and revisit those games, whatever it is. And looking back at the evolution of gaming is just amazing. I mean, just in the last 20 years, it's absolutely mind-blowing where it's gone. And so you start looking ahead, what's it going to be like? I mean, you take the last 20, 30 years, you're talking cell phone evolution, computers, everything like that, and it's absolutely insane.
Shoot, I mean, you were sitting there just a while back ago talking about the Thief games.
Right.
And how those have progressed and everything about those.
Exactly.
So, if you had a computer when our family had a computer, you probably paid about $6,000 for said computer in back then money, which is equivalent to, I believe it was somewhere between 18 to 21 grand today. So if you had a computer in your household in the early 90s, your family was doing okay.
Yep.
But
I remember my very first computer was a 386. That was cutting edge technology then, and we did a rent to own thing. Before the internet, there was a BBS, and I would go down to get the 5.0 floppy drives, and I would sit there and I got a modem card and I set that up. That took like 2 days to program. dial into a BBS and sit there and chat on the BBS. Like, oh my God, this is amazing. And yeah, it's crazy the way things have gone today. And now here we are all up here on camera, talking, listening to music, doing all this through a computer that, I mean, literally back when I bought that one, nothing like this was even imagined. Nobody had any idea this was going to happen.
So back in the day, like if you had a computer back then, you were either rich or your dad worked for IBM. Because I had a pre-386 computer. It's called an IBM XT. It was based on the 8088. And I was like, when I was old enough to read, my dad would sit me on his lap and like we would use the computer. He had like some really basic like DOS-based games on there. One was called Donkey Driver. And it was just this little car, and it would go frame by frame down this road, and you press spacebar to change lanes, and these little donkeys would be in the road or whatever. And then when you got tired of that, you had to know how to like get out of the game and then type system to get back to this like gaming menu that somebody at work had set up for him or whatever that he loaded on there. But it was pretty cool. Like as soon as I could read, was using that thing. Not
Absolutely.
bad, but perks of.
Yeah, my father at the time worked for ICT before they were bought out by Siemens. So yeah, that's probably why I had a computer.
right. So
yeah,
and by the way, I have that computer still. It's sitting here. I can see it. I have that machine with all of the large floppy disks with like the various games. I have like 688 Attack Sub. And like some weird like DOS games and stuff. It's pretty cool. I would totally recap that thing before firing it up. Like I would not trust whatever like 80s, 90s electrolytic capacitors on that board to not launch at this point, completely dried out. But a recapping, maybe I would do it. Maybe I'd have somebody certified to do it. So if they screw it up, I can, blame them. But it's here. I have it.
That's pretty cool.
That's epic.
And Brittany got her first computer. I built it for back in 2006. Because ever since I bought my first 386, that is the last tower of my life I've ever bought a computer pre-built. Unless it's a laptop, I've custom built everything since then. And so I've always been that geek. That one's like, okay, time to upgrade this, change this. So yeah, I built Britt's very first one. So thank you, Brett. Man, those were the days.
Well, Alphacruze, Civilization is on abandonware.com. You just use DOSBox to run it. So go get it. It's free. And yeah, games were simpler back then, but they were so much more fun because they couldn't distract you with flashy graphics or explosions or sprites or, well, I mean, maybe like 16-bit sprites, but or 8-bit. But, they had to focus on playability. They had to. They didn't have a choice.
Yeah, and nowadays you get these games that come out. I mean, we play Modern Warfare every night, and if anybody wants to play, guys, there's a game chat in the Discord, so make sure to join up and hop in. We're gaming constantly. But they just released Modern Warfare, and it is full of bugs. It is unplayable some days. Like, what in the hell?
When
get
they
away
did,
with that crap.
When they did the season 1 Reloaded, it's basically after like half of the season's over, they basically go in, they update it, and they just try to revamp a bunch of stuff, and it was practically unplayable for like the first 2 days because there was a game mode that we always played and we couldn't play it.
Yeah, it kept flickering the screens, and so it's really interesting. The mindset of gamers themselves have gone from it had to be a game that was entertaining and worked correctly to nowadays like, oh, just make it flashy. Who cares if it works? It's the mindset has changed. It's sad.
Dude, there was a game, and I believe it's been made free to play because like almost no one plays it anymore. But dude, it was revolutionary. It had all the ingredients to be amazing, but unfortunately, it launched at the wrong time, and it was in competition with some pretty big names. But it's called Splitgate, and it's on Steam. I'm pretty sure it's free. But basically, imagine mixing Portal with Call of Duty.
I thought it was more Portal and Halo.
Yeah, that's a good explanation. More like Portal and Halo mashed together. But dude, the gameplay is fun. It adds a whole new dynamic to it. There's certain you have to think with portals in order to win and be successful, and it had so much potential. But yeah, no, dude, and I believe it's free to play now. So it's one of those things where if we decide, hey, we wanted to have that on there and as something that maybe we game once a week or something, and we all just play that since it's free, and anybody can download it and join.
And it's not that big of a game, I don't think.
No, it's not. They did a really great job of optimizing it. Like, it had all the ingredients to go big. It just didn't.
Gotcha. And Britt says didn't sound like fun to her. She's terrible at Halo. Don't feel bad, Britt. I'm terrible at most games.
I still remember playing Club Penguin on dial-up, hearing the phone noises when I was trying to play Club Penguin and do the mine cart to get coins.
Yep. So I'm still horrified by that whole static. You've got
you're the weird noise.
The AOL noise.
Oh god, that was horrible.
Yep.
My web game of choice was a text-based one because it was before graphics were really a thing, right? Or Java. And JavaScript was there, but it wasn't Java yet, so they couldn't do 3D modeling, etc. But it was called Star Kingdoms. And it was this text-based, you had a kingdom, every hour a tick passes, and it was multiplayer. Everybody was playing in the same server, right? The same universe, and you built your kingdom. You could attack other players. It was all text-based. But then after that, the next web thing that I got into was OG RuneScape.
Yep. And yeah, those are great. And Britt says, get off the computer. I need to make a call. Yes, we had that many times in our house.
Yep.
I was with you there with.
Go ahead, Alpha.
I was with Cyril with the OG online games were always just text. It was just text. You had maybe a picture here and there, but it was mostly just text. You were just like, oh yeah, no, I'm fighting a monster. Just press a button to say attack. That's about it.
Star Kingdoms, Ebony, all of those old that were just text-based,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And, I remember when one of my big games was Asheron's Call, and that came out. And when it was first released, I thought it was amazing because everything was realistic. It had weight. You had a certain amount of arrows you could carry. When you cast a spell, you have to have the right components. You have to go out and learn the spell. You don't just get a spell book. You had to randomly learn it. So we spent hours just okay, let's put this component with this. What's that do? Oh, hey, that casts this spell. And then people complained, oh, it's too hard. So they made it where you can carry as much weight as you can and unlimited arrows. And they broke the game. Totally broke it. But I thought that was cutting edge and was going to truly revolutionize gaming to more of a realistic avenue. And they killed it. It's sad that gamers these days want it so simple. It's no, I don't want to run out of ammunition. That's just stupid. I want unlimited ammo. Oh.
Where's my quest marker?
Right, yeah. Give me an arrow. Tell me, follow the dots. Okay, I can follow those.
Yeah, where's the line on the ground?
Tell me how to play the game.
Yeah. How about I just push a button and it does it for me? Let's do that.
They want a cinematic experience that allows them to not have to make the decisions or solve the problems because they just want to relax, which, hey, I get it, but there's games for that. Don't dumb down the games that could be really good,
Exactly. And man, Alphacruze, I'm totally with you, buddy. Could you imagine unlimited ammo in COD? Yeah, I get killed so many times reloading. It's my biggest weakness. And, Alpha, if you're playing COD, man, you ought to jump in with us every night. Qrow and I hop in, we're gaming. Cyril stops in, just watches and laughs at us. And yeah, hop and have fun, bro.
I mean, I will definitely die, but I should definitely do that. It sounds fun.
We have a lot of fun. We die a lot, but that's
I've been playing a lot of this 6v6 gunfight mode.
Oh, that sounds brutal. Sounds like a good game, though.
It is. It gets addicting.
I walked into the office, was it last night? And Serenity was in a room up on something, and he was like the last one of his group, but there was like 4 of the other ones, and 4 red guys. I think he was the only blue alive, and he's sitting up in the corner, and as they like pop up in a window, he's like taking them out, and he took out like 3 of the 4, but it was like, okay, good strategy.
I'm
Get
all about
high and
hiding in
get in a
corners.
corner.
Yeah, sometimes you need to. But then you get called a camper and you're just like, I'm not a camper. I just played strategically.
When you're
Definitely
outnumbered
not
like that,
camping.
that whole camping comment goes out the window. Like,
Right.
True.
It's the only way. And and then you got to think about it. I'm dealing with 9 and 10-year-olds. I mean, these guys have reflexes way beyond my capabilities.
Oh man, yeah. No,
I'm gonna use
camping is
whatever
the
I
way to
got.
go.
Old age and treachery will overcome youth and vigor every time.
Yeah, I mean,
With
sometimes-
age comes wisdom, they say.
Yep. Sometimes I'll be sitting there watching what Serenity's doing, and I'm like, wow, you really waited 3 business days to respond to his letter, didn't you?
Yep. He shot me. He dug a grave, put my body in it, and then I decided to shoot. It's like, okay, good enough. And Britt says, I've been trying to figure out Riven 2 Miss 2 since I was like 10. That is a good one, but it is challenging, Britt. I agree. That was a hard game. You refuse to cheat and look it up. Good girl. So, yeah, I played Outer Wilds just recently, and Cyril and Qrow both like, you can't look it up. You can't look it up. And I'm like, what do I do? So I'm reading the walls. I'm dying over and over. And it's a really fun game because it's got a timer where you basically wake up every 22 minutes. Like, wait a minute, what just happened? And you have to puzzle it all out. And it's a blast. I highly recommend it.
Did you guys ever play a game called Return to Zork? You ever heard of that? It's
Yeah,
a weird
never.
computer game. I remember now from, I don't know. I was pretty young when that came out, but yeah, that was one I used to play. That was pretty fun. But you never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Never have.
There was a 50% chance that you would die like right at the beginning. You had like a 50% chance. Like, because you have to choose which path to go down. If you go down the wrong one, it's up, you're dead.
Does the path keep changing or is it the same?
The whole game is like like you can click around and like go places and then like go up to people and there's interactions and you click different options and it's like old school, like Windows 3.1, Windows 95 days.
Good stuff. When we could actually affect Windows, not like today where it's autopilot. You can't do nothing anymore.
I will say, though, for anybody who's looking to get into a really good game, like AAA status game, I can't recommend Baldur's Gate 3 enough. Like, I do not generally play RPG games. I don't. I never could really get into them. I just didn't. This game has sunk its hooks into me. The character development is amazing. The storylines are amazing. Like, dude, I got into the 3rd and final act and had to completely restart because I realized I missed like 18 hours of content. Like, no playthrough is the same. There's so many different choices, and every single choice you make matters and impacts the storyline.
And another thing to put in perspective how good this game is, it took them like 9 years to make. They spent 9 years constantly making this game, and they got some pretty huge actors for voice lines. They got the guy who played James Jonas Jameson from Spider-Man. They had him as a voice actor. I can't think of many others, but super good voice actors. The game's amazing.
Yeah, I know you guys have been talking about that. I'm going to have to try it out.
Wild Angel, don't let him try out that game. if you want him to still be making content, don't let him try out that game.
Yeah, that'd be bad. Okay.
That's my warning, and I'm a workaholic, so just yeah. Don't let him. Not right now.
Go. Give it 2 years, then I can do it. Okay.
Yes. By then it will be cheaper too. So win-win.
There you go.
Right now it's still like $60 and worth every penny. I will say that much. I'd probably, if I had to, I'd probably pay $80 for it.
Shoot,
Perfect.
like first week, just how many hours people logged in, it dwarfed the creation time just in the first week. People had logged in that much time in the game, so they had logged in like 10 years plus of game time in that game in the first week.
That's insane. And yeah, we've got some book smart people here. We got Wild Angel still doing her classes. Britt is cooking her brain right now with organic chemistry, bio, and microbiology. Jeez. I can barely say them, let alone study them. I'm impressed. We got some smart people here.
Yeah.
Oh, the MCAT? Oh man, I was just talking about that with another friend. Okay, so best recommendation ever. So my girlfriend, she was having a hard time with the MCAT. She took it 4 times. The last time, she was able to increase her score like by 12 points in 3 months. Do Princeton Review. Princeton Review is like the best course ever. If you want to, it's like 3-month long program, and if you really take it serious, you can increase your MCAT score like dramatically. That's how she got accepted into medical school this year, was because of Princeton Review.
Nice. I'm impressed. Yeah, we get too many smart people in here. It scares me. But guys, if you're enjoying this content, if you want to get to be a part of this community, make sure to jump in the Discord, because all these people are here. So it doesn't matter if you're into gaming, investing, medical education, or college. We got it all. So there's a link there for the Down Home Crypto Discord. And it's about time to wrap it up, boys and girls. This has been an absolute blast. We've gone down the rabbit hole again on new stuff. And I want to say thank you to everybody out there for taking the time to spend your Friday nights with us. Make sure to tune in next Thursday for Rags to Riches at 7 p.m. Eastern. And next Friday, we're going to be right here again. If you want to be part of the stage up here, all you got to do is join the VIP family. So hit the link down below, become a VIP member, and you can be on stage with us tonight. Or next week. Yeah, not tonight. Sometime.
I need to go feed him because his brain is melting.
It does that.
I want to go snack.
You want to go snack? Okay. So, Smiley, Alphacruze, I want to say thank you guys so much, and you are always welcome back here anytime you want.
Aw, thank you. I had a great time. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for having me on too. It was really fun. Though I do need to go sleep now.
Sounds good. Well, Alpha, anytime you want to jump on a game, man, we're in there. And we've even got a live game chat in the Discord where you can hop in, watch the streams, and chat with the other players and get involved. So
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you there, Alpha.
I'll be joining that too. I mean, I love games, so I will definitely be around.
Might be streaming some Baldur's Gate in there later tonight. We'll see.
Awesome. Do it, my man. Okay. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Smiley, Wild Angel, BTK, Cyril, Qrow, Alphacruze, Austin, even though you left us. Thank you, brother, for spending the evening with us. And we wish...
Absolutely.
you are still there. Who did we lose then?
Rose.
Rose. We lost
yeah.
Rose. Rose.
We lost Rose a while ago.
I was having too much fun. Sorry. Bye, Rose. Love you. So, thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next week on Rags to Riches.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Later,
Do not
guys.
eat pineapples on pizza.
Always eat
Pineapple on
pineapple.
Do eat. Do
What's
eat.
the room code?
What's the room code?
What's the room code?